Welcome to the Inspiring Tech Leaders podcast with me, Dave Roberts. In this episode, I'm going to dive into the topic of how artificial intelligence is both transforming but also impacting the sustainability landscape. From climate modelling and resource management to the reduction of carbon footprints in the circular economy, AI is reshaping how we think about the future of our planet. But what does AI really mean for sustainability when we need to consider optimizing everything from energy consumption to predicting environmental changes? AI's ability to analyze massive amounts of data in real time means we can now track environmental changes more accurately and develop strategies to mitigate them more effectively. AI has helped to revolutionize how we approach data collection and analysis from an environmental science perspective. With AI-powered sensors, for instance, we can gather real-time data on everything from deforestation rates to ocean pollution. Machine learning then analyzes this data to predict trends, which allows us to intervene before issues escalate. AI is therefore providing environmental scientists with better tools to help them predict changes, allowing us to provide quicker responses and implement mitigation steps. One of the most direct impacts of AI on sustainability is in the field of renewable energy. Renewable sources like wind and solar are inherently variable, for example when the sun doesn't shine or when the wind doesn't blow. AI plays a pivotal role in predicting these fluctuations and optimizing the energy grids to ensure we maximize renewable resources. AI algorithms can predict weather patterns with incredible accuracy, so we know when and where energy will be available. Additionally, AI optimizes energy storage, ensuring that excess energy produced during peak times is stored and used efficiently. This allows the creation of a smarter grid, where AI manages supply and demand in real time. The circular economy is a growing area of interest in sustainability, and AI is playing a key role here too. In the traditional economy, products are made, used, and then disregarded, while in a circular economy, materials and products are kept in use for as long as possible, reducing waste and promoting recycling. AI is being used to design these products that last longer and are easier to recycle. AI is also helping to analyze the life cycle of products, predicting when they might fail and suggesting ways to refurbish them or recycle them. It is helping to optimize supply chains, reducing waste and ensuring that materials are reused efficiently. This kind of predictive insight allows businesses to shift away from the throwaway model to a repair and reuse model. Agriculture is another sector where AI is making strides in sustainability. With the global population set to hit 9.7 billion by 2050, we need to grow more food on less land, while also reducing the environmental impact of farming. AI is helping farmers monitor crops more precisely, optimize water usage, and reduce chemical inputs, all leading to more sustainable practices. AI-driven technologies combined with drones and sensors can monitor crop health, soil quality, and weather conditions in real time. This data helps farmers make better decisions, such as when and how to irrigate or apply fertilizer, which helps to produce higher yields with fewer resources. AI is also helping farmers on the best time to plant and harvest based on weather patterns. AI's ability to process and analyze vast amounts of data is essential in the fight against climate change. From improving climate models to simulating future scenarios, AI provides critical insights for policymakers and scientists to mitigate and adapt the effects of climate change. However, AI comes with its own set of challenges and ethical considerations, especially when it comes to sustainability. One key concern is the environmental cost of running AI systems themselves. Data centers that power AI require significant energy, and if they aren't run on renewable energy, they can actually contribute to the very problem that AI is trying to solve. For example, it's estimated that a query executed via generative AI can in some cases take between 10 to 25 times more electricity than a traditional web search, which as a result could see significant increases in carbon emissions from data centers. The rapid growth and popularity of generative AI technologies requires a lot more energy when training a large language model. If this technology is integrated into the 9 billion or so searches conducted each day, then it's clear to see the massive impact that this technology will have and its contribution to energy consumption across the globe. It's estimated that our data center usage is around 500 terawatt hours, and in the next couple of years, it could reach a petawatt, equivalent to the energy demands of Germany as a nation. If AI solutions are primarily developed and deployed in wealthy nations, we risk leaving developing countries behind. Many developing nations lack the access to necessary hardware and high-speed internet, as well as cloud computing resources required for AI development. The skills gap and brain drain further limit the ability for developing countries to engage in AI innovation, while wealthier nations continue to benefit from the economic gains of AI-driven industries. This growing divide could exacerbate the global inequalities, with developing countries becoming increasingly dependent on foreign technologies. Developing countries could also face exclusion from global AI governance, limiting their influence on AI policies and standards that impact them. Without access to data and AI resources, these nations may miss opportunities to leverage AI for addressing critical challenges such as healthcare, education, and climate resilience. To mitigate this divide, investments in infrastructure, education, and inclusive AI governance are essential to ensure the benefits of AI are shared more equitably. If we are to minimize the climate impact of AI, companies need to adopt more sustainable practices. This includes using smaller AI models or perhaps foundation models instead of building from scratch to save time, data, and energy. It's also important to use the right infrastructure, so selecting energy-efficient processes can reduce cooling requirements, while selecting renewable energy sources like geothermal data centers can also help to reduce the impact of AI. The push for sustainability has been driven by regulators, investors, customers, and employees who are increasingly concerned about the environmental footprint of AI. With increasing regulations from the EU and the US, companies will soon be required to disclose information about their AI usage. Despite this push for sustainability, the allure of significant AI advancements often overshadows environmental concerns, and this is something that we must address. I believe that technology is the way that we address these challenges, but we have to consider how we achieve sustainability at a macro level. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Inspiring Tech Leaders podcast, and stay tuned for more episodes where we'll continue to explore the incredible ways in which technology is influencing and changing our lives. Please remember to subscribe to the podcast and stay tuned for more Inspiring Tech Leaders.